Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is the Moana inspired hair bow, but first I want to show you guys this really cool product that I got at Dollar Tree. I'm sure that you have probably seen these in part of hauls at Dollar Tree. But I got one of the collapsible baskets. I have used one. I actually got two of them. But I've used one, and this one, surprisingly, feeling like it's flimsy. The sides hold up far much better than the one I got at Target in the dollar spot that I was certain was going to be a better quality than anything I would be able to find for, you know, the cheaper side. Now, I'm pushing in on this, and it's not going anywhere. It's not popping in. But you can see it does bow. So bear that in mind. You're not going to be getting like super thick plastic, but it does hold up pretty well. I'm going to show you the Target one I got. I know I reviewed it earlier, and if you can hear the road noise, I'm sorry. It is the first nice day we have had here. Last week it snowed. There's still snow outside, but I've got my window open because it's nice out. So this is the Target one, and if you can see, I can literally push the sides in really easy. It is a thicker plastic, but it doesn't latch as securely. So I'm going to say if you can go to your Dollar Tree and pick up some of those really nifty collapsible baskets, go ahead and grab some. They're great for temporary storage because once you're done with them, you can just collapse it and put it away. All right, that was my little blurb. Today we are going to be doing the Moana bow, and it is going to be a boutique bow. I have all of my pieces done. I will link a video down below that shows you, oh, I'll be linking a playlist. I'm going to make a playlist of it. I'm making a playlist of all of the pieces of this bow, not just one video. But I will be making a playlist of all of the pieces that go into this bow so that you can watch those and get prepared for this. I will also be linking all of the materials I use down below as well. The solids all come from Ribbon and Bows Oh My, and so does this hibiscus flower print. I saw this and I instantly thought of Moana. So, the pieces you're going to need are a twisted boutique bow, a base bow, spikes, a surround bow, 2 side bows. You notice these are already finished off. You're going to need the clip of your choice. I am using a partially lined double prong clip, a piece of ribbon to wrap the center. You are going to need your scissors, your lighter. You are going to need your glue gun. And to assemble them, you're going to need a variety of templates, which I will link down below, and your needle and thread. Since mine are already assembled, I am just going to show you guys how to put it together. I like to start with the base bow and put the clip on. It's easier to put the clip on when there is nothing but the base bow. And we'll show you why in just 1 minute. So you're going to put a line of glue on the clip. If you're using the same clip as I am, it's just on the ribbon, partially lined ribbon part. And this is why it is easier to put the clip on when it's just the base bow, because you can really push down and make sure that this attaches. You can give it a good push and it's not going anywhere. So that's why I like to do this part first. And then you guys know I like attaching the center wrap to the inside of the clip at this point, because again, you can push down and really make sure that it sticks inside that clip, because you don't want to get to the point where all the pieces are done, you put them together, you've gotten it all settled, and you're pulling this center wrap tight and it completely comes out. I've been there, and it is so frustrating because you end up squishing bow pieces. All right, so putting that off to the side until we need it. Our next step is to put the twisted boutique bow inside the surround bow. These clips really do come in handy if you leave them on for this entire process. And no, I totally did not match my nails to the project I'm doing. Actually let my son pick my nail polish out, so I didn't match it. I think I was hoping for summer with these nails because, like I said, it snowed in Maine last week. We had 13 inches of snow here in April. 13 inches of snow in April. Let that sink in. So now that the twisted boutique bow has been clipped to the surround bow, I usually come in from behind and drop a dot of glue in and just give it a good press right there. All of my spikes have been glued together. You don't have to do this. I just like the fact that if you glue them together, they all fan out nicely and they will stay like this the entire time. They're not going to come apart. You're going to take your base bow and we're going to attach the spikes to them. Remember, this is a Moana inspired bow, so I am not going to be putting anything that directly looks like Moana in the center. I wanted to show you guys, I wanted to do this series to show you that you can do Disney princess inspired bows and not directly copyright infringe. Because Disney has been majorly cracking down for quite a while on copyright infringement. So I want to help you guys out. So all of these bows will not have anything that directly looks like the character, or it falls under acceptable copyright. And usually you can do inspired images if there is at least 5 major differences to it. That is probably the only time I will be putting anything on there. I'm just trimming up the tails on the pinwheel. They were a little bit long. It's a little hard to tell off of the bow how short you're going to need them. So I tend to err on the side of caution and leave them a little bit longer and then trim once it's on the bow. I hope everyone is having a lovely start to spring. Hopefully your weather is far better than mine was last week. The snow has kind of put me behind on filming, so that is why we are here now. This is going to end up being a day late, and I do apologize for all of my regular subscribers who have been tuning in, or everybody who has regularly been tuning in for my videos. Do apologize, it's going to be a day late, but please forgive me. Now we're going to attach the surround bow and twisted boutique bow to the spikes. Give a good press in. You want to make sure that this fully adheres You don't want this coming off later. Alright, we're going to take the clips off of this because we are going to pull the center wrap up. And around. Make sure to get it as tight as possible. Pulling it tight as you go around through to the back. I'll clip it, I'll close the clip and then use that to give it a final tightening. You want this as tight as possible to keep that center looking really clean. I'm gonna drop a dollop of glue in there. I got some on the clip. And while I'm waiting for that to set, I'm going to come back around and get the surround back onto the twisted boutique bow. The loops have a tendency to pull off, so it just is a matter of getting them lined back up. Take your time with this. This is not something you want to rush. I get this done a little bit quicker, but I'm working around the camera, so. Alright, and we're gonna get the other side. Again, make sure that you get it lined up. Your loops are even. This is not a part you want to mess up. Make sure the clips are centered. All right, I'm going to give a little tug to the spikes. Make sure they are still even up at the top and at the bottom. This part, it is not needed, but it is quite helpful if you have some clips. They act as a extra hand when you're getting these side bows put on. I like to use the single prong. They fit inside these little itty bitty loops so much better. You want to make sure you catch the twisted boutique bow, both layers, and inside of the side bow. This is also the time, if you feel like things are a little crooked, yank them back into place. The clips here help hold them into place. One, while you're getting them set up, and two, while you make sure after this step that you make sure they are even. Getting them even is very crucial. You're going to want to just match them up. Once they look good, you can come around with each loop and drop a little bit of hot glue in there. I push down the loop, make sure that it's stuck, and then I'll slide the clip over to hold it into place. This is where that extra hand concept comes into play, because these can hold the loops in while they fully stick, while you move on to another loop. And our last one, that one can be scooched up just a little bit. Nope, that was a little too much. All right. And drop a little bit of glue into there and shift that over. Now while that's sticking, we are going to come back and take off the clips, leaving the ones on the twisted boutique bow. While I'm waiting for this one to set, we're going to come back and clip this and clean up the hot glue mess that is back here. Now that's a fairly easy job, because if the glue has set, you can just peel it off. And you're just going to heat seal that little bit of center wrap that you clipped. Pull that off. And now we are just going to glue the spikes closed. Oh, use a little bit of heat sealing right there. No matter how good I think I heat seal, I'll always find that one little bit towards the end that needs to be done. I'm just sliding my mat all over God's creation today. I'm gonna bend that back. And because you're gluing edge to edge and not a full spike, one line of glue is going to be more than enough. Clean up any mess that you made. And there we go. That is our Moana inspired boutique bow, ready to go in the stiffening box for a good spray, and then ready if you decide to put a center on it. It's ready for a center once it's been stiffened, or you can leave it just as is. It is totally your choice, but there is our Moana inspired boutique bow. I will be leaving links for all of the products that I used in this bow and all of the supplies you're going to need down below. Thank you guys for tuning in. Our next video is going to be a really special French bow. I found this template on Pinterest and it was a free one. I know most of the templates I've been using have been paid ones, so this one is a very special one because it is absolutely free. You can print it out, or if you are like me, download the image and then run it through your Cricut and cut it out. But it is this really beautiful butterfly, or as I like to call it, the Mariposa French bow. Look at how gorgeous that is, guys. I'm so excited to show this to you. So this will be our next video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you next week with this one. Bye.